Caldwell is an international best-selling author for his book, Empathetic Marketing, 5 Steps to Unlock Your New Empathetic Marketing Superpower. He's now working with established businesses to help them win more clients and make more sales in any economy. He joins us now with a little bit more on how we can tap into this too. Hey there, how are you?
Claudia, thanks for having me on the show.
Great to have you here. This is such an interesting topic. You know, how has living off the grid impacted your approach to marketing?
Well, I've lived off the grid for over 20 years now. And so when I first started living off the grid, nobody else was doing it. And so what that meant is I had to kind of invent things all on my own. And every time I asked somebody, how do I do this? The answer is like, oh, you can't do that. That's not even possible. So I'd have to fight and struggle and, find my own path. And it's very similar to marketing. Like marketing in some ways is a science, but it's more of an art. And quite often you don't, hit a home run out of the gate. And so you have to, every roadblock you hit, you have to overcome it and find a way to make it work.
And you've tapped into something that people sometimes don't associate with marketing, which is empathy. So how would a business go about incorporating empathy into their marketing?
Empathy really just means having an understanding of the person you're interacting with. And so in business, in sales, it's, having empathy, having an understanding of your audience. And I break that down into 2 different components. One is there's an experiential understanding that you have to have, and also an emotional understanding that you need if you want to make a lot more sales.
And so what is the biggest mistake that you see businesses make with their marketing efforts?
For most people, for most businesses, it's all about them. It's all about, what we do, what we offer, and it doesn't really speak to the needs and the wants and desires of your audience. Like, you need to have that emotional commitment, right? Like, we all know we make a lot of our buying decisions from the heart. But again, most businesses, they spend so much time just, bragging about themselves and all their awards and what they offer and all this other stuff, when really your audience just wants to know, how can you help me?
And so if a business wanted your help with marketing in this specific approach, how would they connect with you?
You just have to go to www.themarketingmedic.ca, and I've got a couple of offers there right now. One is, like you mentioned, I have an international best-selling book, and I will send that to you for free, which is pretty cool. You just pay for the shipping. Or if you want fast results, well, we can hop on a call together, and I can show you exactly what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and what you need to do next.
Mike, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Claudia. It's great to be here.